I'm Nancy, and this is the only podcast that says,
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that was,
That's pretty powerful.
well, I didn't know justice, because that's
Well, which Batman?
Kevin Conroy.
Gotcha.
Yes, the passing of Kevin Conroy is motherfucking cats. And he got a little dapper Darby got a little butt swatted. I'll teach him.
I apologize.
That's okay. Cats jumping up on the counters. Chaos starting off the show. Trying to do a professional podcast here.
So disrespectful.
So disrespectful.
Just not classy at all.
None.
No
But doesn't matter if you're wearing a bow tie.
No, not at all. I thought I'd class him up.
Come on, Sabine.
Well, she wants to be talked about too. She's like, "You're talking about him. What about me?"
Yeah. You ring my bell. You
I'm the
remind
one
me I'm here.
behaving.
Yeah. So, I'm recording with Nancy today because yesterday Ian worked and we couldn't get together, so we tried doing it on Skype. Skype updated and somehow it didn't record.
Yes.
And we couldn't do it today because Ian went to the Steeler game.
Right.
So I wasn't going to record the show at all, but you seem kind of gung-ho about it. And then I thought about it. I'm like, we got episode 500 coming up soon. And I did the math. Episode 500 is going to be on Christmas Eve.
Really?
Yeah. I have to figure. I mean, you have to start to figure out how we're going to record that, and so we'll probably have like a get together probably after the New Year here at Chateau Coon.
What?
We'll have a get together here at some point, like after the holidays.
Oh, you mean not have one on Christmas Eve?
Well, I mean, look, like so. First off, I'll be at my parents on Christmas Eve.
I'll be working.
You'll be working. I'll be at my
Well,
parents.
till 6.
Yeah. I got to be at my parents. And then, like, nobody wants to do this on Christmas Eve. You know what I mean?
Do what?
Record a show.
I would.
I understand you would, but I mean, like, people with
I
their
ain't got
family.
nothing else to do.
Like, but it's episode 500, so traditionally on the 100, on that 100 episode, we have, like, the super fans in. We have, Otter. We have Stork, Peacock.
Oh, wait,
Thad.
we're going to have all them here?
Yeah.
Ugh, I need to get to cleaning.
Well, you got 8 weeks.
Yeah, because we're just so filthy.
Yeah, but no, like, I mean the point is it's one of those things like we do like with with episode 500 falling on Christmas week.
Are they going to make fun of my droids?
They might, yeah. But anyway, so with it being like with it falling on the holidays, it's kind of tough to like say, hey, could you come over? Like I don't even want to record on Christmas Eve with Ian.
Yeah.
Like we're probably going to do it on the 23rd.
Right.
If we do it at all.
Right.
So that's about massive pain in the ass. And then the next week, New Year's Eve is the Saturday.
I don't understand that. It's just Christmas.
But
it's just another fucking day.
I understand that.
Everybody gets all worked up. I can't do it on the 22nd because of Christmas. I can't do it on the 26th because of Christmas. What the fuck? I don't get that.
Because people do things. Like the average person does.
Yeah,
things.
work.
They go to Christmas parties. They visit family and friends. They do shit. Like, so I get it. It's like it's just tough to like say, hey, could you come record a podcast at my house?
I do all that shit too.
I don't. I go to visit my mom and dad.
I didn't know we were specifying this to you. Okay.
Well, no, but I mean, I'm saying the average person. Yeah, they're fine.
No, they're not fine.
But the average person like does shit. They're doing things. So to like say like, hey, can you come record a podcast? It's kind of tough to do. And like, you don't want to do it Christmas Eve because I'm at my parents' house anyway.
Right.
Ian does things with his family.
Right.
I'm sure Tim and his wife have preparations to make, for Santa to arrive for their daughter, the pup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta put out their milk and cookies.
Right. I mean, most people have something going on.
What are you trying to say, Sean?
I'm just saying it would be impossible to do on Christmas Eve. Like the day we normally record is a Saturday. Can't record on Sunday. You know, nobody's doing on Christmas Day.
No.
You know, so
no, that's whenever I have to do my shit.
Yeah, and then like you know, the other side of that is so like Friday night I get off work at 10 o'clock. I'll go over to Ian's house. We'll record an episode, and it's the same thing the next week. Like the next weekend is New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. You're not getting anybody together.
Your work hours don't get extended because of Christmas?
No.
Do the actual CVS stores?
I don't know if I have no idea because we have nothing to do with those, and I don't talk about where I actually work. We don't mention that because of the insurance.
Deleted.
Yeah, well. You got a clue now, folks. Anyway.
You can backtrack, you know.
I'm too lazy to edit that out.
Well, if you do, I won't get mad.
Okay.
Sorry.
But anyway, no. So I mean, it's going to be very difficult. So like it'll be like episode 505. We'll end up having people over.
505.
I'm just making that.
Oh, 505th episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because after that, by that time, you're out of the holidays and.
I feel really bad. I'm sorry.
For what? Oh, don't. You're fine.
Darby, come to say hi.
Darby do.
Him in his little bow tie.
Yeah. That's the funny. We bought him a bow tie. And he looks very classy.
He does.
He looked. I shouldn't say he looked. It makes him. He has a serious look on his face already, and it makes him look like. I mean, he honestly looks like he's like he has a deadline to meet for a newspaper article. Like
yes.
He looks. That's exactly what he looks like to me. Like
he's always scowling.
Yeah,
he's got a scowl.
He has a very, very. When he was a kitten, he had a very serious look about him.
He did. Like Ahsoka looked like she was smiling when she was a kid. He was like,
and he's a joyful cat.
Yeah, he just wanted to go out and kick the world's ass. That's all.
He's a very pleasant cat.
Yeah.
But it's funny. He just has this very serious look on his face. Like,
well, so does Ahsoka, and she was the sweetest.
Yeah, she had resting bitch face.
Exactly. So
like,
it didn't match her.
She looked like a miserable cat, but she was absolutely
that's
loving.
What I'm saying. That like she didn't match. Her personality didn't match the way she looked, and neither does he.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's got to go out and I got a deadline I got to meet. I got to sell 10 cars, or else the boss is going to cut me. I mean, I got a 1975 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme right here.
Yeah.
Low mileage.
And then you have Sabine, who looks like she wants to cut your jugular with her claw, and she means it.
There is no.
Oh, I'm sorry, Beanie.
She took offense to that.
She's like, "What the? Your jugular? Come on now." Yeah. Yeah, she's a good cat though. She's gotten better. Since Darby's been here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she went up a notch in your book the day she protected Darby.
Oh yeah, when she stood between him and Oliver.
Yeah.
She had something to say, and she said it.
Yeah.
She said, I'm the only one that gets to fuck him up.
That's my boy.
Yeah. But she's not afraid of Oliver. Oliver's afraid of her.
Right. No, but still, like the fact that she, stood between Darby and Oliver.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Oliver the moose.
And Oliver had no intention of hurting
Darby.
Darby.
Hell no.
But,
No.
He was just like, hi, my name is Oliver. Let's play.
Yeah, he's a big playful dog.
Yeah, and Darby was having none of it. He was like, "You're huge," yeah. And Sabine stepped in like, "You motherfucker."
Yeah. And then you got Sylvester sitting there wondering what's going to happen. Do I have to protect Oliver?
Yeah. I really don't want to step into this.
Yeah. This looks like too much of a.
I find it better.
Asshole.
I find it better to keep myself out of other people's affairs.
Exactly it. Staying out of other people's affairs. Too much drama. Yeah, he sat right by the fridge, just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was a good day. But no, she's been really good with them.
She has.
I was very, very worried about that. That was one of the reasons I didn't want to get too close to him. Because if him and her don't get along, he can't stay. Because I know you ain't getting rid of her.
No, she's my little thickeroni and cheese.
What the hell? Where did you come up with that name?
I saw it in a meme. It was like his cat, like with like this shocked look on his face. It's like, my mom just called me her little thickeroni and cheese. I thought, man, that's Sabine. Because she's a little, I mean, she's not fat, but she's...
It's all these fucking chips she's eating.
Yeah, she's eating a lot of Parm crisp right now, which has me worried.
She's loving it. Look at her.
I know. But, like, she's thick.
Yes, she's very thick.
But, like, it's like all muscle.
It is. She's more muscly than Dritz was.
Yeah, and Dritz was...
Yeah.
Dritz was wiry.
Yeah, she's got a... Ah! Darby! Where did he come from?
But, yeah,
cats jumping out everywhere.
But Sabine Wren is, like, she's all power.
Yes, she has that same effect with the paw hitting. You can... Yeah, she puts it...
Like, when Dritz would hit, like, I would play with Dritz. I'm afraid to play with her like that, because I think, like, she would take it too far. Mm. But, like, Dritz, like...
And you wouldn't know between us and him.
Right.
Yeah.
But, like, when me and Dritz would play, and would get rough, he never put his claws out because he knew he was playing. And he'd get all pissed off, and he would haul off, and you could hear his pads hit. Mm-hmm. Like, there was so much power behind his swipe. It
sounds
was
like a mountain lion.
Yeah. That's a good example, yeah. I mean, so he, like, had, like, a real...
He did.
Right paw of doom, kind of like...
I was on the other end of that a few times. But, I mean, here's the thing, though. Dritz didn't have this going. She gets them fucking razor teeth involved.
Right.
Where he didn't.
No, he didn't.
She gets them teeth on you, and you're like, I'd rather have the claws.
Right. The problem is, she's a hunter.
Yeah.
Dritz was not a hunter.
No.
She is. So, like, where Dritz was just playing with you and swiping at you, she's trying to pull you in to kill you.
Exactly.
Like, she's trying to get her...
She's rusing you in.
So, like, I don't play with her rough like that because I'm afraid she will. Like, you'll come home and find me in a puddle of blood. My throat ripped out. Yeah.
And her sitting there.
Yeah.
Licking her claws.
Yeah.
Cleaning them.
And which is funny. Like, I'm not saying I'm scared of her, but like I
am.
Especially when she sits there with her tongue out like that, looking stupid.
Oh.
She does, because she got those big eyes.
I got a lot of pictures of that.
She got those big eyes too, and like with her tongue's out, she just like looks like But
no, there are times I am afraid of her.
But I have nothing but the utmost respect for her abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I stand clear of that.
Yeah.
Like, we put Darby in the sink and gave him a bath.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I was talking to a friend at work about that. And she said, you know what, because she was like, well, what's worse, the claws or the biting and the meowing? And I was like, with her, it would be the biting. Yeah. I'd rather have her claw me than bite me. Because she has bit me and it fucking hurts. There's these clear bubbles you could put over their heads.
Right.
And she brought up a picture. Did you see those?
No.
They're like clear, but they look like Martian hat, like people would wear on Mars, the clear bubble hats.
I don't think it would matter. Like, I honestly...
Oh, I wasn't talking about her. I was talking about getting one for him.
Oh, you want Darby to be an astronaut now.
No! For when we put him in the
ground control, the Major Tom.
All right, never mind. Gee, Lord. I saw something you didn't see, and...
Well, no, I'm just saying, that's what it sounds like. It'd be a little...
Here, you want me to show it to you?
Astronaut Darby.
Okay, I'm going to show it to you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is good, I'm telling you. Because it's cute as hell. But it, like, protects you and them.
But Darby doesn't need protected from. Like, Darby took it. Much like Ahsoka, Darby took it. Like, he was like, I don't like this. I kind of want to wiggle out, but I trust you, Mom and Nancy. You won't hurt me.
See?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's, straight out
and it goes over their head. Look. Look.
Yeah, I mean, and the next thing you know, he's deep sea diving.
Yeah, see, I don't like those ones that covers their eyes. I don't want to cover their eyes. That's the thing. Like, you got to have something to not only protect yourself, Miss Teeth over here, you got to protect them.
No, Darby doesn't need protected, and neither do I. When I'm giving him a bath. Sabine, on the other hand, will never be bathed.
Don't say never.
Oh, no.
Because you keep saying, I can't brush his teeth. I'm at the point I'm going to brush his fucking teeth.
His breath does stink, but...
It's foul.
Man, I am not looking like, like, I need to, like, have, like, Kevlar. Because I do not...
What's Kevlar?
Like, what cops wear for bulletproof protection.
I'm giving you how to protect yourself halfway.
Yeah, but the thing is if he's wearing an astronaut's helmet, how are you getting to his teeth?
How am I getting to where?
His teeth.
Again, I'm talking for her to give her a bath.
Yeah, no. Because here's the problem. Okay,
I was joking when I said for him, he liked the bath.
Right. With her, the problem becomes, so even if I put a helmet on her head, which she's not going to allow to happen, and even if I give her a bath, which she's not going to allow to happen, when the helmet is off and she's dry, she will hold a grudge. And she will probably kill me in my sleep.
She's holding a grudge just hearing us talk about
right.
it.
She's looking like, yeah.
I'm pretending I'm not listening. Oh, gee,
yeah.
She's a man.
Thickeroni and cheese my ass.
I didn't say that.
She knows it's a compliment.
She's one of those cats that the Joker could always be asking, why so serious? She's got, look at the look on her face. She's serious.
Even when she's like she was like, I'm holding her today while I'm watching the Steeler game, and she's like laying on me. Like she's laying on me, and she's got her little purr going. I told her oh, you.
I love her purrs
because it's a very soft purr.
Yeah, she never purrs.
Right. And I'm like, oh, I love listening to you purr. I love when you sing to me, and the look on her face is like so like serious. Like it's like You're right. Like, why so serious, Sabine?
Why don't you tell the story you told me?
Which story?
The one you told me in the car today on the way.
Oh, okay. So, I read an article because Sabine has become more affectionate, and like I was wondering, like what could cause that? What are because she's up again. She likes to lay on me as I watch TV. She likes to snuggle with me, and whatnot. I'm like, what's causing this? Like, and they're like, here are signs that your cat loves you.
Apparently, that's a sign he doesn't.
Yeah. And so I'm reading it. One of the signs was like, if your cat slowly closes its eyes and opens them while looking at you, it's a sign of affection between cats. And so if you do it in return, that they will know that you love them. So I do it. I'm doing it to Sabine yesterday. I thought, let me try it, because she's looking at me right in the face, and she's just like, staring me down. I'm like, so I give her the slow. I close my eyes in front of her, and I open them back up. And she had this look on her face, like she was aghast that this had taken place. Like absolutely offended that I had like done this, and she got up and left. It was like, no, sir, no. We don't speak like that. You're in the friend zone.
Friend zone.
There's no love here. I'm just taking advantage of you because you feed me and you give me treats. Like, don't.
And you clean my poo.
And you clean my litter, which I appreciate. But don't get it twisted. Like, you are not that guy.
And she probably got halfway through the living room and turned and looked at you.
Oh yeah, she did. Like, I turned around, like again, like just like make sure, like, yeah, no, friend zone. And friend
zone.
Yeah, like she was like horrified that I like told her I loved her. Like, I love you, Sabine.
But in that
in
fashion.
that fashion.
Yeah.
Like I've taken it
Because
too far.
you tell her
Yeah.
you love her all the time.
Yeah. But like in that fashion, it was just like,
Nope.
We are not there.
Nope. We ain't having none of this.
No. I don't know who you think you are, but I am not your girlfriend.
Yeah, she's like, it hasn't even been a decade yet. What's wrong with you, sir?
Jeez. So yeah, that's,
How dare you assume?
yeah, you assumed a lot.
Now see, he's quiet, and that worries me. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. No, I heard a bing, ding. I said bing.
So yeah, so that was
hysterical.
that's a bit of rejection that I've felt from Sabine.
I don't get that from Darby.
No.
Because when Darby climbs up on me, if I don't have a blanket on, I gotta pull a blanket between him and I.
Right.
Or else them claws will go. Because he's kneading and eating. And he's the first cat I've ever seen use...
Yeah, the dew claw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why he's... First time I looked down at him doing that, and I saw them claws coming out, it freaked me out. I was like, that is freaky. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
But he's doing the purring and the kneading. And he's relentless, though. He will go for hours. Hours. And my blanket's all slobbered up.
He loves you. There's no doubt about that.
He does that to you, too.
But here's the thing, though, like with Darby. Like I said, the other night, this is Thursday night, you closed. And I'm up
Thursday?
Yeah, and I'm upstairs, and he does. No, it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday.
That was the last day I worked.
Right, because I was off Friday. Wednesday, I closed. Thursday, open. Go ahead.
So I'm upstairs, and I'm not taking any calls at the moment, and I'm holding him. He does this thing where, like, he'll, like a baby. Like, he's like a baby, where he will, like, he jumps up on my desk, he walks up to me, and he, like, puts his paws up on me, like a baby, like hold me, hold me.
Yeah.
So I got him, and I'm holding him, and I'm leaned back because I got no call, and he's purring away, and he's sleeping, and he heard that door open. His ears perked up, he jumped up, and he came running. He had to go see his Mama Nancy.
Mama Nancy. Stop calling me that.
I'm his buddy Sean, but you're Mama Nancy.
Oh my God. Yeah, he loves to wake me up between 4 and 5.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, when I have to open, I'll be like, just at least wait till 5:30.
Yeah.
Give me till 5:30.
Please.
4:30 is too early. But I mean, it's because I can't sleep. So
Right.
What is going on? Because he got her attention.
He's not over there.
He's not over there?
Nope. She's just on high alert.
Darby!
Don't call him.
There he is! How come he can't hear us talking about him?
I don't know.
There he is. There's Darby Doo.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Nothing but good stuff about Darby Allen. I'm a good guy. Look at me. Look how serious I am. I wear a bow tie.
Oh my God. Well, the bow tie is new.
Yeah, it is new.
But I did take the advice of my friend that said that white thing was a little too tight, and it was a little too tight. So
Yeah.
I do like the bow tie. I still have to get that back, but I gotta find a bigger one. But I still want to upgrade his collar, but I can't until he gets a little bit bigger.
Right.
Which I don't want. Like, this is like, stay.
Yeah.
Please do not. Because he would be smaller than Ahsoka if he stayed like that.
Yeah, we were talking about the other day. We were showing those pictures, like when we first got him. I mean, he was going inside of that. He went inside. He went inside, turned around, and came out head first to that Kleenex box.
The Kleenex box, yeah, that little Kleenex box.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he could also walk in between the candle holders that are like in there.
He was just this little peanut.
Well, I could hold him in the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
I have a picture of holding him in the palm of my hand. Yeah, he was very tiny, but he wasn't in good health.
No.
I mean, you could see it in his face. He was not healthy at all.
It was funny. Like, after it took a week, because like it was like we got him on a Sunday, and the next Sunday, it was like he was no longer like sleeping 20 hours a day.
No, no.
Like that was the day he was like, I took him downstairs and I put him on the side of the couch on a blanket. And he was like, I'm up and about. I gotta get off of this. How do I get off of this couch? I think I can make it. And he just, like, just complete. It was like a complete fall. Like, it wasn't even a jump. It was like, and then he's like walking around the living room, like, hey, how you doing? Hey, Sabine, I'm Darby Allen. How are you? Whoa, that was a big hiss. I'm gonna go over here. Hey, yeah, what's this? I'm gonna go in this castle. Hi, I'm Darby Allen.
I'm gonna go in this castle.
Yeah. Wow, you have this is Castle Sabine. Like, this is cool. You have a castle in there? Oh, big hiss. I'm gonna move along.
What's over here?
Yeah. Can I get under the couch? Oh, yes, I can.
Actually, no, I don't think he ever could. No, the couch upstairs though. Yeah, but he used to. He doesn't do it as much. He does go in and out a little bit, but I mean, there's not. I don't keep that much. The entertainment center. There's like couple candles there, so like he'll underneath and over on that table where my Lego Star Wars stuff is. Yeah, he's killing me. He like won't leave it alone.
Like as a kid, it was like so funny. He's like, hey, how you doing? My name's Darby Allen. Ha ha ha. Hey, oh, whoa, big ass. I'm gonna move over here. Your name's Sylvester? Hi, I'm Darby Allen. Let's play.
If Sylvester didn't hiss though, Sylvester would just play. Yeah. I think she saw that happening, and when Sylvester left, she like, yeah, it's gonna be me.
No, I think she adjusted well before Sylvester started playing with him.
We didn't leave him out a lot
though. The first time we watched The Dog and the Cat, we kept him locked up.
Yes,
because he was too tiny.
Yeah, because we had him on the table, and Oliver tried to eat him.
Yeah.
Not playfully, not
yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
Oliver is not a mean dog at all.
Yeah, it was just like Oliver's like, you're so tiny, I can fit you in my mouth.
Yeah, like the bird. I can walk around with you in my mouth.
But like, so he was like so tiny, we just left him in. Like that one day, Sylvester charged him, and you were just like, oh my god, because he was so tiny. Mm-hmm. But the second time, we watched the dog and her dog and cat, your sister's dog and cat, for those who don't know, that was when he was big enough that Sylvester was like, oh, you're a cat. Right. Oh, you're fun. Yeah. Unlike this one, who I try to play with, and she wants nothing to do with me.
But I'm gonna keep trying.
She's a bit of a bitch. You seem fun. And like they became like best buddies.
Best buddies, yep.
Everywhere Sylvester went, Darby was right behind. Yep. And vice versa.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
He wasn't up her ass anymore, which she relaxed a little.
Right. And at that point she was like, but
no, at that point she started to aggravate Oliver again.
Right. But but that point though, like Sabine had reached a point already with Darby where like she was playing with him. It's just the problem was she plays rough.
Yes.
And she didn't understand that.
Yes.
And Darby wasn't backing down.
No.
Because Darby's, much like his namesake, he's relentless.
He don't give a shit.
No. So he's taking the abuse. Mm-hmm. Again, much like his namesake.
Yeah, exactly.
But Sabine just didn't know how to play nice because she was probably never a kitten.
No, she never got to play.
No, she was not. She was a stray.
She was fighting from her life from the womb.
Yeah. So I mean, that's her problem. It's part of her personality.
She never played. She was just trying to stay alive.
So like when she's trying to play with him, like her idea of play is like, let me go for your throat.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like that bird outside that window.
Yeah, that I'm trying to kill. So.
Yeah, but these two bitches won't let me.
Yeah.
Oh, she keeps escaping, man. She escaped on you the other night.
Yeah.
She just goes, man. Where did she get to that time? I can't remember. Behind the couch.
Yeah. That was a couple weeks ago that she ended up. Because it was at night, too. That was a problem.
That was that night Mike was here.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because she ended up behind the...
He don't have no pets.
Yeah.
So he's not used to, first of all, no screen door.
Right.
And two, having to worry about an animal running out the door.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he has pets, but they're not, he's got deer and he's got Phil the chipmunk or squirrel or whatever the hell that animal is. It's birds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not used to that.
Right.
So she just was like, cheep.
Yeah.
Because she watched that door open and close like 5 fucking times.
Yeah.
And she just waited for her opportunity. I keep telling her I ain't chasing her. For the most part, I don't. You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she, but, like, there's one time I think she actually was trying to get away, though.
The one time she was up by the car, or the time me and you were trying to catch her on the fence?
Like, one time we were trying to catch her on the fence.
Oh.
That day, it was like...
She had a mission.
Yeah. There was something she wanted to kill that day.
Yeah.
Most other days, I think it's like she gets outside, she doesn't go very far, and she, like, when she's caught, she's like, yeah, I'm caught.
Yeah, she doesn't really fight you when
Yeah.
you pick her up. She's like, hey, I was hoping you'd come and save me.
Yeah.
You passed the test.
Yeah. But, like, that day, that one time, like, she got out and, like, she was hell bent. Like, there was something on her, like, that she was, I'm eyeballing this and I'm going to kill it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no. And she, like, pissed that I ruined her hunt.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah,
a
because
fucking
you grabbed
predator.
her, not me.
Yeah.
I was mad at her because she made me step into the neighbor's domain, and I just, I don't want to do that. I was like, damn you, Sabine. Stay on our side. But cats don't listen. So,
No.
Yeah. Least of all her. Yeah, but she's happy, healthy. I don't think she's trying to get away. I think she just wants to be outside once in a while.
Right.
I honestly believe if Sabine got away, and I'm not trying to sound mean, if she stayed away from the front street, she'd come back.
Yeah.
But she gets out there,
Yeah.
gone. Yeah, that's dangerous having animals in this block.
Yeah.
And you see cats in the alley all the time.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with these people? It is awful out there.
I agree.
Because you got not only the cars, you got that dog over there.
Yeah.
That wants to eat the world, you know? Yeah, because he's put on a leash that's like this long.
Yeah. 2-foot leash in a
He's-
3-foot yard.
Yeah, and he's a German
he's 4 feet
Shepherd.
long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's German Shepherd. That dog needs to run. They got that whole entire backyard.
Yeah, they put him out out front.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand that, and it drives me insane.
I don't understand them at all.
No.
Yeah. But it ain't my business.
Yeah.
Just venting. But, I mean, that's, you know, she would be at that door. Because Sylvester has gotten out numerous times, gone into the woods,
Yeah.
and he still comes back.
But yet he's never tried to get out here.
No, I think because Oliver, he ain't going to leave Oliver.
But I also think, and I think it's so calm here.
Yeah. And there's no bird to entice him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But, like,
bird gets him in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. But it's just that odd thing, like, with him, it's like you see it every single time he comes here, like, for an extended period. Like, if it's like a week, like, by the end of the week, he gets into our rhythm.
Yes. So does Oliver.
Right. Like, but Oliver's quick to do it. Like,
Yeah.
Oliver's like, okay, I'm here. Fuck, I'm not going to have any fun. You know, like, he knows. He knows it's going to be a boring
That's
week.
not true.
But it
We
is.
play with Oliver when he's here.
Well, we do, yes, but, like, we don't.
He can't run the
He
yard.
can't run the yard.
Yeah.
You know, we don't.
I can't. That busy street.
Right.
Something happened to him, she'd freaking disown me.
Right. So, like, like, when we take him out, we have to have him on the leash all the time.
Yeah.
And,
At home, he
Yeah.
doesn't have to all the time.
right. So it's for him, it's not as much fun. And
Plus, now she got that deck.
Yeah.
He goes out there and plays all by himself.
like, you could just see, like, I can see by, like, if he's there, like, by like the 4th day, by like Wednesday, he is bored out of his mind.
Yep.
And you try, like, hey, come here, Oliver, let me pet you, buddy, and, you know, you will play here and there, but, like, what he wants, we can't give him,
No.
and it sucks for
What
him.
he needs.
Yeah, I feel bad about that.
Yeah.
But Sylvester, like, by the end of the week, he's like, man, it is so. People aren't yelling at each other. You people are calm. There's no chaos.
Slamming doors.
There's no kids in and out.
People talking at the top of their voices.
Man, I kind of like
No
this.
bird.
Yeah. So I feel like part of his escape is like, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
I need to get away from, when he's here, since he started escaping at Christine's house and at the cabin, he has never once made a run for that door.
No.
And I mean, I've walked in, he's like sitting on the table. Like sitting there like...
I know.
Like, hey, how you doing?
I honestly believe that's why he thinks it's okay. Because of the dining room table. That's where they started. But Sylvester, the first day he's here, though...
He has a hard time.
You have to not even acknowledge him.
Yeah.
Like, you just got to let him go because he is so wound up. Like a rubber band that you just got to ignore, just let him go. Because by the second day, he's like, okay, I know where I'm at.
Yeah.
I think he gets a little confused when he gets in that carrier and she takes him places. He's like, where am I at now? I need a So, we learned the first day Sylvester's here, just
let him go.
Let him go. He knows where the food in the bathroom is. We know that.
I wonder what's going to happen, with Darby. Like when the first time we bring him out, because it's always like with Sabine, it's always like, I mean, she's hissing on him the entire week anyway.
Oh yeah,
but like
he loves it. He does. He doesn't care.
Right, but I wonder how Darby's gonna be because it's like, is he gonna be like, hey, it's my buddy?
Yeah.
Where have you been? Come here, give me a hug.
I hope that's like it is. I want Darby to have a cousin.
Yeah. Come here, buddy.
Look at her. She's like, no.
Yeah.
Don't ever bring that black and white cat back.
Yeah.
I just got rid of one. Yeah. I don't need another one.
Come on, give me a hug. I've missed you.
Let's go play.
Did you get my letters? Like writing them like a pen pal from camp.
Get my email.
Come on. Check out this ball. It lights up.
I got more in there.
It's the fucking best ever.
Look at his bed up here. It's filled with toys.
We've got so many scratchers.
And look what I've been doing. Jumping up on the table.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't forget what you taught me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I like when they're all trying to figure out, when we're in the living room and they're all three here, they're all trying to figure out who's going to lay where.
Yeah.
And it's like mind-boggling to watch that.
Yeah.
Because they're not cats that live together. Well, these two do now.
Right.
But, like, they're not cats that live together. They just know each other and they spend time together, but not, you know what I mean? So they got to figure out who gets what corner.
Well, Sabine's like, she's like the alpha because she's like, Castle Sabine. I will defend this to my last breath.
Yeah.
Try to get up here. I dare you.
The jugular.
I will fuck you up. I have killed things.
I'm afraid to let her downstairs. Because if she starts... The only reason is because if there's something down there, I don't want to know.
Right.
And if she brings us a dead animal,
right.
I'd be like, where the fuck did this come from?
The other thing that concerns me is I don't want to see that fat ass get stuck in the wall.
Wow! Poor Sabine.
Like, I just don't want to see it.
Oh my God, Sabine, baby.
Like, for those who don't remember, if you're new to the show or if you haven't heard the story, when we first moved in here, Nancy had some friends over.
Well, no, you gotta explain. I wanted the litter box to be downstairs.
Right. The litter box was downstairs, and so we left the door open to the basement.
Yeah, cracked open.
So, and Ahsoka was using that downstairs litter.
Yeah, Dritz was not.
Dritz was not because he was blind and deaf.
We had no other cats at the time.
So, Ahsoka, so Ahsoka was very shy. So there's people here, they're being loud. She wanted nothing to do with that, so she was down in the basement. So
we didn't know.
We didn't know that. So the party ends. It breaks up. People leave, and Nancy's like, "Where's my cat?"
No, Hunter and Caitlin were still here because Caitlin's the one that hurt her.
Yeah. Okay. well, we're trying to track her down. We're trying to find her. And it turns out she's in the wall.
Yeah, because I was standing by the stove, and I said, did somebody that leave let her out?
Right.
Because I thought she got out and got into that room over there.
The spooky closet.
Yeah, no clue what the fuck that place is. Because I could hear her right there.
Yeah.
And I was like, somebody let my fucking cat out. And that's what Ahsoka, you don't think
right.
Sylvester goes for the door? Ahsoka wanted nothing to do with the door. So I was like freaking out.
So after an intense search.
Because Hunter said, is there any way she could have went downstairs?
And then it kind of levels off. Because like it's like just below the pipes. There's about a foot between like the wall
but there's a big ledger.
In the corner that I can't reach is a hole. And this is the hole that somehow she grabbed her, and I'm like, oh, there, and she's filthy. Just disgustingly done. And Nancy grabs her out of my hand and immediately like, oh, my little baby girl, because I can't wedge my fat ass back there. And so it's like, well, we can't have the litter box.
My resolution would be call the landlord and have him take care of it, but call me crazy.
We don't know that.
I will go get a dead mouse off of Mike.
Anyway. Anywho. My point is,
Yep.
we had to close the
basement.
The basement,
But now that Ahsoka's gone, Dritz was never down there.
Right.
So you got to wonder what these two would find. I don't want to find out.
I don't want to find out either.
Darby would get so disgustingly filthy.
Yeah.
I would kick him out of this house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's not try it.
No.
Yeah. What I'm pretty sure talking about cats for an hour is boring the fuck out of somebody.
Yeah, I'm sure people are like, what the fuck? This is a nerd podcast. Fucking cats? I don't care if they're named after a Star Wars character and a professional wrestler. This shit ain't nerdy. Fucking Wakanda Forever came out this weekend. They're talking about cats.
Put your pinky back. Stop holding your Red Bull with your pinky out.
Can't help it.
You're all fancy.
Fancy. Yeah, people are like, oh, well, turn this shit off. Be a friend, tell a friend. Yeah, they're like, fuck this.
Well, did you have any topic in mind at all?
I mean, the tough thing is, like, what the stuff I kind of picked out. I guess we can talk about this a little bit. Like, Disney announced they want to do a Disney Plus series about Indiana Jones.
Cartoon or real life?
I'm gonna guess live action.
That seems to be where they're heading with stuff.
Right. I mean, nobody's ever done an Indiana Jones cartoon I'm aware of.
Comic book?
I know Marvel, there was an Adventures of Indiana Jones comic book right after Raiders of the Lost Ark that was done by Marvel. I think it lasted like 2 years.
Oh, so they're, okay, then I'm not imagining. I could have swore I saw like something with Raiders of the Lost Ark in a cartoon form. I don't know if it was
I know
book or TV.
Well, I know they did, because like back in the day, like damn near everything got a like every movie got a comic book adaptation.
Right, yeah.
Like I remember I remember Raiders of the Lost Ark did. It was like 3 issues.
Okay.
I remember like James Bond movies.
Yeah.
Marvel did comic book adaptations of. That was how they got Star Wars at first. They did a comic book adaptation of the first movie, and they kept going. They also did Star Trek. When Star Trek The Motion Picture came out, Marvel did the comic book adaptation, and then they did for like 2 years a comic book based upon that era of Star Trek.
Okay.
Which was funny because like they wore those shitty white uniforms and stuff. It's like, this is, when Kong came out, they went with the red. I was like, okay, that's badass. But that was the thing. Like it was, so they were doing this like, so Marvel did like all of these adaptations back in the day because that's how they kind of made money a little bit.
Right.
Like, it wasn't so much like their characters were selling books, but like people would buy like the comic book adaptations and stuff.
Wait, what is Disney Plus coming out with?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. Like nobody knows. It's just Disney Plus is like, hey, we're going to explore something with Indiana Jones.
Oh.
But like the thing becomes like Harrison Ford's not going to do it like a 10-episode series or a 6-episode
Why
series.
not?
Because Harrison Ford, he's fucking 80.
He did the Star Wars movie.
It's bad enough he's doing an Indiana Jones movie. Like, I'm honestly.
Yeah,
yes, there's an Indiana Jones movie that comes out next year. Like, I'm honestly concerned about it. Like, because, I mean, here, part of the problem is, like, okay, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's a bad movie.
Yes.
I mean, there are hints of it that you go, oh, that's why I love Indiana Jones. But then the majority of it is like, what the fuck is this? Mm-hmm. And part of it has to do with the simple fact that Harrison Ford is an old man.
Right.
Like, how much more can the man do?
Right.
Like, yeah, it's just that thing of like, okay, like, how do you make this work? Like, and the same thing with a series. Like, how do you get Harrison Ford to do like a 6-episode series and make it work?
You don't. You get someone to be Indiana Jones that isn't Harrison Ford.
But Disney has sworn that nobody else will ever play Indiana Jones.
I don't have an answer.
Right. Because the talk was always, for a very long time, when Disney bought Lucasfilm and Disney was talking about doing an Indiana Jones movie, one of the big rumors was that Chris Pratt was going to play a younger version of Indiana Jones.
No shit.
Yeah. I mean, that was the rumor. That was the scuttlebutt that everybody talked about, but it obviously never came to fruition. You know, I think Lucas and Spielberg may have put their foot down a little bit, even though Spielberg has nothing to do with this movie. I think they may have put their foot down a little bit and be like, yeah, you can't do that. It's Harrison Ford or nobody.
Oh, okay.
You know, and so it's like an odd thing of like, they're doing this movie, and I mean, I look forward to it because I love Indiana Jones, but at the same time, like, how good is it really going to be? Like, my expectations are very low, especially based off of Kingdom of Crystal Skull.
Wait. I just had a
Epiphany?
What if they're filming both simultaneously, and they're tied in together?
That'd be great. I have no qualm with that. But at the same time,
that'd be brilliant.
It would. But at the same time, again, like, the problem is, like I hate to say it, it's just that, you know, Harrison Ford's old.
Well, okay, true, but they did Obi-Wan, and it's done. You don't have to continue it. Ewan McGregor ain't that fucking... I know he ain't Harrison Ford age, but he ain't that fucking young anymore.
Yeah, but, I mean, Ewan McGregor's also, like, 40-something.
Really? I thought he was older than that.
No. Like, I'm older than Ewan McGregor, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking, damn, he looks good for his age. I mean, he does, but, you know, I thought he was older.
Yeah, let me double check it here, but I'm pretty sure, like...
I'm a little disappointed I got that wrong.
Okay, so... Alright, so Ewan McGregor is actually 50. 51, actually.
51. He was born the year before me.
Yeah, he was born March 31st, 1971.
A year after me.
Yeah. Year before you. You were born in 72.
I'm thinking my sister, year after her.
Yeah.
What a fucking idiot. Go ahead.
Yeah. So he's 51.
He's in between me and my sister's age.
Yeah.
Older than you.
Yeah.
Sean isn't 50 yet, but he's about to be.
Yeah. I'm staring that in the face. Harrison Ford was born July 13th, 1942.
That was before my mother was born.
So that
she's dead.
That means 42 to 92 would have been 50 years. 92 to 02 is 60. He's coming up on 80.
How's that possible?
He's 80 years old right now.
Wait a second. What year was he born?
1942.
3, 4, 5, 6. That's only 5 years difference from my mother. My mother died when she was 69, and that was only, what, 5 years ago?
Let's do the math.
That doesn't make sense to me.
2 minus 1942 equals 80.
So take this year minus 1947.
22 minus 1947, 75.
Oh, well, that makes sense. She's died 5 years ago. So we're 5 years different. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We're good.
Okay.
Why wasn't my brain fucking...
I don't know. But yeah, so Harrison...
so stupid when it comes to
Harrison
numbers.
Ford is 80 right now.
Wow. But isn't what's-his-face older than that and he still acts?
Who? What's his face?
Samuel L. Jackson. Or do they just make him look older?
Samuel L. Jackson was born in 1948.
Wow. If I had to look at the two of them and say who looks older, Harrison Ford looks older.
Right. Well, and he is. But I mean, there's a...
No, I'm saying he looks considerably older than...
Right.
But I mean, it's Samuel L. Jackson, so...
There's a saying I'm not allowed to say.
Can you text it to me so I know what you're saying?
Sure, I'll text it to you.
I'll delete it, I promise.
I'm sure everybody out there is like, we all know the saying, Sean. Just say it. But, you know...
Don't say it if you don't want to. You can't say it on there.
I shouldn't say it.
No, don't say it. If you're thinking you shouldn't say it, then you shouldn't say it.
I'm not going to say it, but there you go. I've just sent it to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
I have. Many times.
I've never...
From people of color.
Never heard that.
Yeah.
You're going to get some emails about that.
Oh, I have no doubt people are going to be like, yeah, Sean, we all know the
saying. Or they're going to be like, is it this? Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Yeah, I have.
I'm thinking I don't remember ever hearing that before.
Yeah, I hear it all the time.
All the time?
All the time, especially when you compare, like it's like, you know, Angela Bassett's the same age as this actress. And you look at this actress like, well, she looks like she's 70. Angela Bassett does not.
Angela Bassett is 70?
I think so. Angela Bassett's up there.
You're blowing my fucking mind tonight, dude. What the hell's wrong with you? Angela, she is not... She was just on American Horror Story. She looked like she was in her freaking 40s, man. She's beautiful for that age. Well, in general.
Angela Bassett was born in 1958.
I don't have any of my family members born in the 50s, so I'm a little lost in that decade. Sorry.
1958.
Well, that I'm aware of.
All right. Angela Bassett is 64.
She looks damn fucking good for 64.
Yeah. Again, I refer you back to my statement.
Nah, I gotta think of somebody. Then. Dude, wait. Dude that plays Morpheus in the Matrix movies. What's his name? Excuse me.
Lawrence Fishburne.
How old is he?
He was born in 1961. So he's 61 right now.
He's a bad example then, because, you know. I'll think of one. You give me, I mean, look, how old was James Brown when he passed away? Because he looked like hell.
Well, James Brown lived hard.
I don't care. What is it? You didn't say except for the ones that live hard. You know?
James Brown was born in 1933.
Wow. Whew.
He died in 2006. He was 73 years old.
Yeah, see? He looked like he was in his fucking 90s when he died.
I understand that.
I don't give a shit about him living hard. There you go. There's my example.
Okay. Yeah.
We're going to go with the dead guy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, James Brown. Sorry. I'm not going to use you as an example.
Yeah.
I'll have to think of a woman. I don't think I'm going to come up with one, but not these days and ages. People in Hollywood got it made, man. Being able to have their skin all smooth and looking young. Yeah.
Well, like, I mean, I knew... I knew somebody at Dish. It was like she was like 10 years older than me, and I would have never guessed it.
Yeah.
Like it was like there's no fucking way you were 10 years older than me. Like, you know.
Well, a lot of people say like I don't know. I've heard different ones. Like when you hit your 30s, everything starts to go downhill. When you hit your 40s, everything goes downhill. I'm here to say mine was my 50s. As soon as I turned 50, I started to see like skin sagging under my eyes and shit, and I'm like, I'm 50.
Yeah.
Like mentally I'm having a hard time dealing with this, because, and this sounds so bizarre, when I was 49 I didn't have those bags under my eyes and shit like that. So I don't know, like, was it my age or something that caused, but I can see it, and I'm like, now I understand, because I could never understand, why do these women need facelifts? Well, what the hell is going on with that? Now I understand why they want facelifts and shit.
Right.
I'm not going to get a facelift. I'm just saying, I'm like, but I mean, unless it was like really making me deformed, but I'm just saying now I get it now. Because I didn't in my 30s when they said I should. I didn't in my 40s when they said I should. Now that I'm 50, I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're turning 50 in what, a week and a half?
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what you notice.
I don't think I'm gonna.
Because I'm not, sorry not to interrupt you, but before I turned 50, when I would tell people my age, they would be like, no fucking way.
Right.
There's no way you're almost 50 years old. You're in your mid-30s.
Right.
But now that I'm 50, people are not saying that anymore.
Right.
They're not surprised that I'm 50 years old.
Right.
And that was only 1 or 2 years ago. So it's just either when you hit 50, that shit happens. Your body's like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm halfway done or less. Or you went through something and it caused it.
I also think, like, you have fought the signs of aging.
I'm sorry, what?
No, you fought the signs of aging. Like, you dye your hair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I ain't having gray hair. Because I've had gray hair since I was 30, though.
Right.
That didn't just start happening.
Right, I understand that. But, I mean, at the same time, like, you dye your hair, you started using makeup. I guess part of that. Like, you know, there are things that you've done.
I didn't just start using makeup.
I understand that, but I mean...
No, I'm, like, the face cream and the lotions and shit like that. Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you went into a whole thing where you were doing things you weren't doing before.
A regimen.
A regimen, yes.
Because I didn't care before.
Right.
I didn't look old before.
Where with me, like, the gray in my beard started showing up, 2008. Like, I grew that playoff beard when the Penguins won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And, like, there was a lot of gray in it. It was still a lot of red and brown, but there was a lot of gray in it. Mm-hmm. And I remember somebody goes, I can't wait for the Penguins to be done because you look like Santa Claus. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. That's not that bad. Well, now it's that bad.
Yeah.
Now it's like, you know, there's very little red and brown. It's all gray.
Yeah, it's all gray.
And again, my hair, my hair's going.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm going bald. Like, all the signs of aging are already there. They've been there for 15 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I've just kind of like, you know.
Oh, no. I know what part of mine was. I was fat.
Right.
And my skin was stretched.
Right.
Now that I lost all this weight,
Yeah, I get that.
Now I can see the aging.
Right. So it's just like, for me, like, I'm not going to notice it because it's like I already think I'm old.
Right. But and you're not. You're only 50.
Right, but
That's
like
technically not old.
right, but like it is that thing of like, I'm so used to it at this point.
Yeah.
I guess why 50's not bothering me that much. It bothered you a lot.
It did, and that's what surprised me is because we 20-something years, birthdays do not bother me. Like
No.
I don't care about the age. But when I hit that 5, it just for some reason it bothered me.
Starting at 49, from you at 49 you started like, oh, I'm not looking forward to 50.
Yeah.
Like, last year when you had your birthday party, it was like
Yeah.
I am not.
And that's why I wanted to have that party on my 49th and not my 50.
Right.
Because everybody was like, why wouldn't you wait till your big 5-0 to have this big bash? I don't, because I can't.
Yeah.
It has to be now or never.
Where with me, like I gave up so long ago. I'm like, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah. Hence why Sean Kuhn never has a birthday party.
Right. I mean, in all honesty, I'm 40. I think bothered me more than 50 did. I think 40 was the one where I was kind of like, oh man, because I never thought I'd see 40.
That reminds me when my mother turned 40. My dad, her, and I were living in Florida.
Right.
She was so distraught and she turned 40. She locked herself in that bedroom for 2 days.
Yeah.
My poor father, who was in a wheelchair, had to sleep on the couch because she was so freaked out she turned 40. So, dang, you got something in common with her.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I think it was just...
I'm just saying I'm glad you didn't lock yourself in the room.
Right. I just think for me, it was like the psychological blow of like, you made it here.
To 40?
Yeah.
But 50 is the milestone.
Right,
Like,
but
you're like, oh my God, I'm halfway to 100. I'm not going to live to it. I do not want to live to 100. But most people are thinking I'm halfway there.
But for me, it was... I know this is hard for you to believe because you didn't know me and you think I'm telling you, like, tales out of school that, like, don't exist. But, like, I fucked myself up so much in my 20s that I never thought I'd see 40.
I believe that, though.
Like, so, like, to me, like, it was like...
You have never told me a story about your youth that your family hasn't been able to back up.
Right.
So why wouldn't I believe you?
Right. I understand that, but it's like, because now I'm, like, so, like,
Yeah, but...
I'm so boring.
We abused our bodies in different ways.
Yeah. But, like, so, like, it's that thing of, like, in my 20s, like, I was so convinced I wasn't going to see 30 or 40.
Right.
30 didn't bother me, but 40 was the one where I was like, fuck, I made it here.
I'm shocked. Wait, I haven't been this shocked.
I ain't been this shocked since Nick Perry pulled 666 ball Halloween. So, like...
Why is that funny every time you say
I
it?
don't know. But, so it was just that thing of, like, I can't believe I made it there.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm past that point.
Proud of you.
And then, like, I had my midlife crisis.
Your midlife crisis?
Yeah.
When did you have that?
When I was shopping for cars.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I spent, like, my midlife crisis was a day.
Your Carvana.
Yeah, I spent a day looking at, like, Mustangs.
Did you see the Carvana that got shut down?
Yeah. Their stock is dropping like a rock.
And that's so dumb. That's a brilliant idea. It's a vending machine of cars.
The problem is the price of used cars has gone up so much in the past 3 to 5 years for some reason. Mm-hmm. Like, because I mean, it used to be like you could get a used car at a decent price, but now,
excuse me,
the used car market has priced itself out, where like if you're going to buy a used car, you might as well spend just a little bit more and get a new car.
Right.
Because they're the same price almost.
Right.
And so, because of that, Carvana's suffering. And
Wait, why is Carvana got new or used cars?
Used.
But if they would sell them at a lower price, people would buy more.
But they can't. It's like an odd thing, like how the market's being dictated. I don't know how it all works.
I'm saying, what do you can't just do it?
But it's something where
I bet you any money if they would start selling them at a lower price, be like, phew.
Oh yeah, they would. But I don't understand it. I'm not going to try to like explain it. But all I know is for whatever reason, all across the board, it's not just them. It's like anybody who sells used cars. The cost of a used car has dramatically increased over the past 3 to 5 years. That they're not selling.
Yeah. People
are either buying a new car or holding on to the one they have longer.
Right.
So so like Carvana, like, you know, it's a great idea. Like even like just buying it online. Like I didn't go to the vending machine to get my car. I wish I had. That would have been really cool.
That would have been flipping through them. Nah, I don't like that color. Nah, I don't like them tires.
But like the concept of like the entire thing that I got to do, I did online, and it was like minimal to no interaction with a person.
You told me you bought a car and like 2 days later they're delivering it. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought you were kidding with me at first.
Yeah.
In a snowstorm. We got the pictures.
Yeah, it was delivered in a snowstorm. But like, yeah, so like, it was like this, like to me, like the experience was amazing, and I would do it again.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, that's void so much fucking shit I would not want to go through.
Right. I mean, it was phenomenal. Like,
Yeah.
I was able to find a car I want. I was able to get the price point I was looking at. I was able to make the payment that I wanted to make for the most part. Like, it worked out perfectly.
He made the first payment and boom.
Yeah. So.
Oh, how many days did they give you to see if you liked it?
I want to say 7.
I don't even think you got in that car and you decided you were keeping it.
No, I did. Because I think.
Because you couldn't drive it anywhere.
Well, the first day, I know I couldn't drive it anywhere because it snowed. But, like, there was a couple days later, it was like the second time I was in the fucking car. I drove, you wanted tacos from Bull Run. And I drove the Bull Run, and I got us food.
Must have been the vegan ones because they're good.
And there was some beans, and they were on top.
Oh, yes, the black beans.
The black beans, and the container fell out of the bag, and the container opened all over the passenger side seat.
Yes.
And I was like so pissed because I had the car for like 2 days, and I got black beans all over it. So, but
because the stain's there, but we got all those stench and shit out.
So, but it's like it's one of those weird things of like when I bought that car, like because I liked yours so much. I knew what I was buying. I knew I was going to be happy with it, and especially like when I got into it, like it has so much legroom.
It does.
I
have to pull that seat way up where you're way back.
Yeah, but still, like I have it like sitting back like I do. I have so much legroom. Mm-hmm. It's so comfortable to drive. Like my only complaint is it has no sack.
What the hell's that?
Like it has no balls.
No, get up and go.
Yeah.
The Scion did.
Yeah, the Scion did. 'Cause it was like,
And it had no leg room.
Yeah, it had no leg room, but it had sack.
It did.
You hit that accelerator and it fucking went.
Yeah, anybody that has a Scion knows that bitch was quick.
Yeah. Well, with mine, unfortunately, like that's my only complaint about it is like I hit the gas and it's like, okay, that's
Oh yeah, I hate it. That where you know how I take that back road home from work and I have to get back onto 30?
Yeah.
Where I have to make sure absolutely nobody's in either lane.
Yeah.
Because that fucking car won't go.
Yeah. It's got no balls whatsoever.
Like you got to adjust the way you drive.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you do. I absolutely do. Like, and I have people get pissed at me, like behind me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make that. Or like any other car probably would.
Yeah.
But because it's got just no sack whatsoever.
Exactly. Yeah. You're like, I'm sorry, believe me, I'm saving you.
Yeah.
I'm saving you.
I'm saving my own life.
I'm saving everybody's life right now.
Yeah.
Just wait 2 more minutes.
Yeah. So, that's my only complaint about that car. But other than that, like, I mean, and that's no reason to me to get rid of it.
No.
Because it's
Oh,
perfect.
it's so easy to drive. You know what's really funny though is whenever I first started, like I would like be like, I'm going to drive your car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt like I was driving a Mario Kart wheel.
Because you don't like the size of the steering wheel.
The steering wheel is so fucking tiny. I don't understand why they have such tiny steering wheels, because my steering wheel in the Scion is not that big.
Yeah.
But it's not like when I changed out the cover on that from that pink fuzzy thing I had to the Jack Skeleton one.
Yeah.
I gave it to my sister, tried putting it on hers, and she has that truck, and it wouldn't fit on hers.
Right.
But your steering wheel in this one would be swimming it.
I don't know.
So it's like really weird, the steering wheel. I had to get used to that.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me now, but
Right.
I'm not driving something that has a bigger one.
Right.
Gotta wonder
Gotta wonder.
why they went with that.
I don't know. It didn't bother me one bit.
Because you can see where it could be a bigger steering wheel on there.
Right.
But it's not. It's like this little clown car steering wheel.
Right.
The clown car.
I'm happy because I can wedge my fat belly underneath it with no problem.
I know. I remember seeing you getting that Scion the first time. I'm like, he is not going to fit in that.
Yeah.
But you did.
Yeah.
It was just really tight. I felt bad because you hit the roof of that car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miss that car.
It's a good car.
It was a good car.
But yeah, it's weird how like used car prices have increased to a point that like.
Well, are they going to eventually shut down all the Carvanas, or is this just like, let's shut a few down and see how it goes?
I think that's what they're doing because they're trying to avoid bankruptcy.
Right. I always forget about that.
Yeah. Yeah. They're trying to stay solvent as a company, but like their stock price is like nothing.
Oh.
Like that's the problem.
Well, I remember they were watching something at work the other day, and I was watching, they were showing the stock.
Yeah.
And there was like a few greens, whatever, but most of them was like arrows, like negative red.
Yeah.
Like and there was one that like dropped. Like I can't.
Yeah.
God damn it! I wanted to remember the name of that company. I can't remember. Like it went from like, I don't know what the numbers are. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like if it was at 100, it dropped to like 9
Yeah.
overnight.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck happened there? Like, how does that even happen?
Oh, you could have anything like you could find out that like the CEO's a crackhead, and like that'll completely eliminate like consumer confidence in the company, and stockholders will sell.
Yeah, but that quickly in that amount?
Yeah, because you're trying to bail out and get as much money as you can before the price drops any further.
But like it was overnight.
Yeah, it happens.
I mean, I know my dad dabbled in the stock market. I know that because I remember him. He had them papers. He had the New York Times. He had every freaking paper like spread out on a table with these stocks and shit.
Right.
And he tried to explain it to me, right over my head.
Right.
So
Like,
I don't get it.
Like I don't get it either. Like I don't. Like I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about the stock market. I know very little. But I mean, like there are like blue chips, like Google and Apple and Kodak and AT&T, like
Panasonic, yeah.
Disney, like they're always going to remain, even when they drop, like they're going to drop from like 150 to 130,
right? And then go back up to 175,
right? So like it's one of those things like I don't know enough about the stock market to like be able to like converse,
right?
You know what I mean? Like
right.
I know the very, 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 very basics of it.
Wow. That's more than me.
But like it's so like elementary what I know that like I wouldn't consider myself knowing anything.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
To like be able to tell somebody this is what you should do.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Like
me neither.
Right. Like I would never. And it's the same. Like what's completely eludes me is cryptocurrency. Like Bitcoin and Dogecoin.
Yeah, no.
Like, that shit I have no clue about whatsoever.
Yeah.
And
I don't get that because if I can't see it in my hands, it doesn't exist.
Right. Yeah,
but I have friends that invest in Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, and I've no fucking clue whatsoever, and would never dabble in that.
Yeah.
To say, like, you know.
Yeah. I need a guarantee to invest in something, or to gamble on something, because you know me. When we went down to, where was it? Wheeling.
Yeah.
What we got rolls of quarters and nickels. We got like 5 rolls of quarters, 5 rolls of nickels.
Yeah.
I left with 5 rolls of quarters and 4 rolls of nickels.
Yeah.
Like that's as much as I gambled because I need a guarantee I'm going to win something.
Right. Yeah, like I'm
so I would never invest in the stock market.
And again, like that's like a problem I have is, again, like I never play the slot machines because I don't understand them.
Not these ones. Like, what happened to the slot machines that were in my parents' bars?
Like, yeah,
I
like,
pulled the lever and there was 3 cherries.
Yeah.
You won. Wee, wee, wee.
Yeah, now
it's like all these lines
not,
and maps and
I got 9 windows.
East to west.
Yeah. It's
north to east. And you're like, what the fuck am I looking at?
And I feel like I'm just being taken advantage of.
Exactly.
Like, you know.
They're like, I'm going to mess with this motherfucker.
I thought I won. No, I didn't. No.
But all these lines connect. I don't know.
I don't get it. So it's like and like, don't even get me on like card games and stuff.
Yeah, but you were a poker player. You were playing the poker machine.
I did play the poker machine and I won. But like, I'm not gonna put that out there.
What? You won like what? $5?
Yeah. Hey.
Because let's face it, who was the big winner out there that night? Not us.
No, it's Kitsy.
Yeah, and she pocketed that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
win paid for her whole trip.
Right. I think I still walked out of there with more money than I walked in with. Like at the end of it.
I walked out losing a roll of nickels.
Yeah.
That's $2 is all I lost.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I gave half that to Kitsy.
Yeah.
I like half a roll of nickels of $1. I lost $1.
Yeah. Like I'm not
because I'm a chicken shit.
Like my problem is, like, especially now, like it's one thing to like play a machine, you know, because there's nobody else there. You're just playing the odds,
right?
You know what I mean? Like you're like, okay, and like playing poker against other people.
I still think that's playing the odds. Nobody knows what that.
It is a little bit.
I'm not going to say nobody, but I'm sorry. Excuse me. Oh,
but there's also that yahoo who's going to like stay in, like thinking like there's always somebody who's like, especially like now, because everybody thinks they're a professional poker player.
Right.
They all watch it on TV and they're like, you know, oh, I can do this.
Or they read a book.
Yeah, they read a book, but mostly it's watching it on TV.
They played it on an app.
Yeah, I played it on an app. I know what I'm doing. And like so like the odds that you're thinking are right in your head are no longer there because this guy who's screwing it up.
Right.
And also, I think I know more than I do. Like I think I'm smart. Like, I'm smarter than the house.
Oh yeah.
And so like I know I'm not, but in the heat of the moment, I'm like, I'm smarter than the house. I can win this.
Right.
You know, and in the end, the house always wins.
Right.
So. It's the same reason why I don't sports gamble. That's especially the reason why I don't sports gamble. Like, I honestly, like, I think I know. Like, I'm like, I'll look at a spread and go, oh, that's bullshit. I'm taking the underdog and I'm taking the over. You know, and it turns out, you know, I was wrong on both accounts.
But I still say, though, any card game, whether it's against a machine or a person, I still say there is some percentage of luck and chance in it. And where professional poker players are like, no, it's all about skill. Unless you are absolutely able to read what every single card is that's going to be turned up. No. There is luck and chance in that as well.
Right.
So I'm just saying that. That's all I'm saying.
Right, but you also, like, if you sit at a table long enough, like, and I'm not saying, like, you're counting cards, but they are probably counting cards in a way. Like, okay, I've got this card and this card. This is a 6-deck shoot, and I've already seen X amount of these already, so my chances of getting the card I need are 40%, 50%. Or I haven't seen these cards, so now my chances are upgraded to 80% of me getting one.
But that's the skill part of it.
Right. But the luck is that
hoping that that's the card.
Is my 80% going to hit?
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean...
There's a combination of it.
Right. It is. I agree. It's a combination of skill and
Where
luck.
a professional poker player, who I happen to know, will argue it is all skill.
Right. Because they don't want to tell you it's luck. They don't. It's almost like they don't want to admit that.
Yeah. It's like a pride thing.
Yeah.
I'm smarter than you.
Like, in all honesty, like, how many sports or games, like, there's a ton of skill in hockey.
Oh, yes.
Okay?
Physical skill. But there's also got to be a little bit of luck. Right.
Like, you have to, like, be lucky. Like, yeah, I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to aim it for that upper post, that upper corner. And I'm hoping his glove hand doesn't get there in time.
Okay, but see, you can't say that. You know why? Because then you can be like, okay, I'm going to cross the street and I hope I'm lucky that a car doesn't fucking run me over.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can basically say that for everything in life.
Right. Well, I mean, you can. I mean, you can sit there. I can look both ways across the street and say, okay, there is absolutely nothing coming.
Oh, no, nobody looks both ways anymore.
Right, I understand that.
Okay, they just jawn on out there.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, I can look both ways and I can say, okay, there is a 99.9% chance I can cross this road.
See?
But there's still that 0.1% that somebody may come flying around that bend that I don't hear coming and take me out.
That's the skill part of it, but the rest of it is the luck.
Right.
You know? And the chance that you're taking. So
like,
you can say that in every single fucking aspect of life.
Right. Like, I mean, but like, okay, so to use another analogy, like, Ben Roethlisberger's throw to Santonio Holmes to win Super Bowl 30 or Super Bowl 43.
Sabine agrees.
Yeah. Great pass, great catch, but a little bit of luck has to be involved in that.
Okay.
Like, I mean, honestly, like, you know, Santonio Holmes has to go up and make that catch and get both feet down.
Okay, and they're lucky that there wasn't a big gust of wind to blow the ball left.
Or that one of the guys who was in pursuit maybe didn't jump up and knock the ball away.
Right.
Like, there's a percentage of luck to making a catch that you honestly, when you do the analytics on, the chances of completion are 18.5%.
Right.
You know, so now, as much skill as there was to put the ball where it needed to be and for him to make the catch and hold on to it and come down with both feet in bounds, there is a bit of luck because you had an 18.5% chance of completing that catch based upon analytics.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to say, like, it applies.
He agrees, Sabine. He agrees.
It just applies to all sports.
It applies to everything.
Right.
Everything you do.
Right.
From sleeping to brushing your teeth to walking out the door to driving to walk. Everything you do.
Right.
Has those aspects in it. Or, not aspects. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's a 99.9% chance that my
egg
luck is only going to have one
yolk. Hey, you know what? I've had that happen a lot in my life.
You have.
So...
You old double yoker.
I'm going at like 50% of the eggs that and I eat a lot of fucking eggs.
Yeah.
Have been double yolkers. Including ones that have been hard boiled. Because you can tell a double yolker and a hard boiled. Sabine doesn't give a shit about eggs, apparently.
No, she doesn't.
Sabine is sitting in the chair that is next to me. So she's been joining in.
Yeah. Enjoying some Parm crisps.
Yes. She likes moon cheese.
There you go.
Yeah. So did it go in the other direction? Because we were talking about Carvana, so I don't even know how the hell we got on to percentages.
I have no idea either. We're just rambling.
Yeah, but I just
Ramble on.
pretty much like put out to the whole fucking world that I suck at math.
Well, nothing to be ashamed of that.
I get by.
Keep on rambling.
What is that?
Led Zeppelin, Ramble One.
Oh,
Yeah.
Way off key.
Oh, I know.
Rubber plant, you are not.
No, not even close. And like that's funny because like there's music where like I want to sing along to it.
Yes.
But I know I'm nowhere close. Like I love singing along the Led Zeppelin, but I know I am so off.
You know that it is so funny you said that because the other day at work, because now that it's not Thanksgiving yet, we got to hear the Christmas music. I'm doing whatever, and the Mariah Carey song comes on. And she comes up a lot in that shit. But anyways, she starts singing, and somebody that's shopping starts singing, and I was just like, I am walking to the other side of the building because this fucking song is on. Or I'm going in the bathroom because I can't hear the music in the bathroom. I'll go in the bathroom and just shut the stall and stand there for I will put my timer on and put 2.5 minutes. But this lady, she was singing, I'm like, oh my God. Like, this is why Mariah Carey sings this song. And I am in no way, shape, or form a fan of Mariah Carey. I'm just saying this is why she sings this song, and we do not.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, shut up. I did. I went in the bathroom and stood in the stall for 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I do. I have, like, a permanent timer on my phone where I can just go start. And
Yeah, it's my Mariah Carey timer.
She's not the only one I got. Because it's horrible music. Yeah, so I just thought that was funny. Sorry. Wanted to share that. No. That's a funny work story. I usually have like anger.
Yeah, usually anger.
Yeah. You have funny stories. I like your stories.
That's because my stories are like,
Now, some of your stories are like actually hysterical, and that's when I'm not even smoking or drinking.
Right. Because it's just like, really? That's how you think you're going to get something done?
Like that one guy that was holding you hostage.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That was the whole entire time you worked for this company will take the cake on my favorite call that you ever took. That he held you hostage. Yeah. And you told him that.
Yeah. I will not be held hostage.
Best description of a phone call ever.
Yeah.
And I worked for Dish Network.
Yeah.
And I talked to technicians and dispatchers. I heard some doozies, but that one was the best. Yep. I can't top that one. Yeah.
The only thing that comes close to is when we worked at Dish. I'm more comfortable telling stories from Dish because that was so long ago. That day that they took down Viacom channels.
Yes.
Like we couldn't reach an
SpongeBob was no longer on Dish Network.
Yeah. Like there was like 10 channels that were affected by that. They were all owned by Viacom, and we didn't. So we lost the contract with Viacom, and I took a call from a guy who was like pissed that he could not watch like Total Countdown on MTV, like the daily countdown show that they did.
Oh, okay.
Because he worked in the music industry, and it was his job to know what was the hot thing that day. Like he was like really pissed about. Yeah, like he was like I
never heard this one.
Yeah. He's like, I work in the music industry. I have to watch the Daily Countdown show. And I can't watch the Daily Countdown show because you don't have MTV anymore. I'm like, what? Huh?
Okay, the internet exists, dude.
Right. But like, that was like the best day of my life. That was like fucking Christmas as a kid. Because it was like, you looked up and there was like 1,500 calls in queue with an average wait time of and it was just people just waiting an hour and 20 minutes to motherfuck you.
Yeah.
And bitch!
And
like,
you were thinking the whole entire time, what is wrong with these people?
Like, it's bad enough you waited an hour and 20 minutes to motherfuck me because your kid can't watch SpongeBob or whatever. But then you motherfucked me because you had to wait an hour and 20 minutes to motherfuck me. That was the other complaint. And by the way, my time is valuable. You know?
Wait. There was 2 other instances. One would have been when the 110 satellite went down. Oh my god, I can't remember. I can't believe I remember the number.
Yeah.
The 110 went down a few times.
Yeah.
119 was 5, but 110.
Yeah. And of course, all the channels everybody watched that day was on 110. Yeah.
Which carried the bizarre fucking channels. Not even like MTV or VH1. Yeah, it carried bizarre channels.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody bitched about that. And the day that the finale for the series finale of Sopranos.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, what the fuck were these people? We couldn't even... Remember how long it took for them to figure out why are all these people calling in about this?
Yeah.
It took them like a fucking hour.
Yeah.
And then we kept getting pop-ups.
Yeah.
You have to tell them this is how the show went. Nobody fucking knew.
No.
Nobody knew.
And for those who don't understand, you know the Sopranos finale, and if you don't, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Like, it ends, like, with Tony and his family, like, sitting in, like, this diner, and there's, like, and it goes black. Like, and you don't know, like, was he shot? Like, what? Nothing. Like, there's no information. It just goes black, and while there's a Journey song playing.
And they're in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah. And people were freaking out because they thought they lost their feed.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't just us. Like, it was like every cable outlet, every satellite outlet.
Anything that had HBO.
Yeah. They were getting calls. People were like, what happened? I missed the end of the show. And no, that's how the show ended.
Yeah.
And it was like one of those...
But they wanted to argue with you.
Right.
No.
Yeah. And at first you were like, well, I'm not aware of any outage.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know. And like, it was like 20 minutes before you got like, oh, by the way.
No, it was an hour.
Yeah.
It was over an hour.
But it was near the end of the shift because we were only up until 11. And they were like sending us the information like.
Yeah. The only reason I remember it because I took tech calls and dispatch calls at that time.
Yeah.
From technicians. So I remember they put us in that and we were like, what the hell kind of calls are we taking here?
Because the queue spiked so dramatically.
But they didn't tell us. They just started shifting those calls to us. Right. And we were like, I'm sorry, who are you and what's happening?
Yeah.
Your TV went, what? Yeah. It was crazy that day.
Yeah.
And then they were like, if you want to stay, fuck you.
Yeah.
It took you an hour to get me to know what the hell is going on. No, because if they didn't have the information, if you remember, they told you need to take this call blindly and resolve it any way you can.
Right.
Because they didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Right.
So you're like
lying.
You're like lying to people.
Yeah.
And having them do shit they don't need to do because we have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. Then it was brought to our attention. Yeah, that's just how the show ended.
Yeah. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. I've never actually watched The Sopranos to the end, so I don't know.
Right. But that's just like I remember, like after opening weekend of The Last Jedi, they had to post a, like there was a post people were putting, like theaters were putting up. There is a moment in this movie where there is no actual sound.
Right. I remember that.
Because
I remember.
When the Superstar Destroyer gets...
Yes. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. Like people were like, walked out like there's something wrong with the sound.
Yeah.
Like, no, that was an artistic choice. That's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
And if you didn't figure that out, you're a moron.
Right. And then go and complain about it.
Yeah, but they had to actually post signs that there is a moment in this movie where there is no sound.
I blame all that shit on the person that sued McDonald's for hot coffee.
Yeah.
That it all started in that moment with these stupid fucking signs. Yeah, sorry.
Sign, everywhere, sign.
Yeah, and I hate that song. Literally.
Even the Tesla version?
All versions.
Okay.
I've never heard any but the Tesla version.
Oh, I mean, it's an old 60s song.
I don't want to hear any version.
Okay.
I think it's.
I'm sure there's somebody out there who can tell me who did the original version, but it's an old 60s song. Like, it's a protest song.
Ask that. He's old.
Okay.
I was going to finish. Old. Or you didn't let me finish. He's older.
Yeah. All right. Anything to add to the proceedings there?
Proceedings.
Yes.
We're all official.
Yeah.
There was something I wanted to say, and you made me forget.
Okay.
Thank you for doing the podcast with me.
Not a problem. Thank you. Always a pleasure. Remember, there are a number of different ways you can reach out and touch us. You can send us an email, like Thad does each and every week. And that email address is pittsburghnerd@yahoo.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. Just search Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast. We're very, very easy to find. And lastly, as always, want to thank you, dear listener, for checking us out each and every week. We can't thank you enough for your patronage and or support. Be a friend, tell a friend.
And, is that like see something, say something?
Kinda, yeah. And on that note, the dreamer has awakened.
See ya.